Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Subletts. Missouri, Texas. Yeah. You love me. You believe in me. You cherish me. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. If you guys can't tell, I'm by myself today. Candace actually had a meeting to go to, so I'm flying around here already. So it's just me and my gorgeousness. So I'm going to start off per usual by sharing the show. If you are tuning in, welcome to Meet the Subletts Live. Please share the show. We have a really awesome treat for you guys today. I'm so excited about today's guest. I have a really awesome surprise for them, so I'm super excited to have them on. So I'm just going to share a little bit real fast. And while I'm doing that, I guess I could tell you my weekly highlight. Honestly, I think I have two weekly highlights because it's kind of been an eventful week. So I will start with saying that over the weekend, we went to Houston to celebrate Candace's birthday and her best friend's birthday. They're actually 2 days apart. So we were in Houston over the weekend and we had a really awesome time. We had a lot of really amazing food. That was probably my favorite part of the whole weekend was the food because I'm always down to try food. And so we tried a couple of different places, and I think my favorite place that we tried was, excuse me, a place called Burns Barbecue. And it really was like a hidden treasure that we stumbled upon that happened to be not too far from our hotel. And we went for lunch on Saturday, I think it was. And it rained a little bit, but like we pulled up and it's like in the middle of this neighborhood. And so the directions told us to turn into this parking lot, and there's like two houses. There's like one on each side, and we were looking like this is like a neighborhood. Like, okay. So on one side, one house was like a burger shack. It was like Burns Burger Shack, I believe is the name of it. And on the other side was Burns Barbecue. And it's really awesome. Like they had it remodeled like a restaurant kind of on the inside, and then like they had like an outside seating area that was like covered and stuff. It was really, really awesome. Just to kind of see how they um had it built out and how it was decorated and stuff like that. It was a cool experience. So hopefully, I will get around to creating the little video for it, so you guys can see the awesome food. It definitely, definitely, if you go to Houston, definitely you have to try Burns Barbecue because oh my god, it's like amazing. Um, and my second weekly highlight, which isn't really I guess it's not really my highlight per se, but I'm going to take it for my highlight because it's super awesome to me. And yeah, so my niece is going to be playing football. And that is so awesome to me because when I was in high school, I wanted to play football and my grandma would not let me. So I think it's really awesome that my niece's mom allows her to try things that she wants to try and just kind of explore who she is as an individual. I think that's super awesome how supportive she is of her, which ties into this week's topic of supportive parenting because I know we all have seen on social media parents who say they would never let their kids do this or never let their kids be that and not my kid and blah blah blah. But I think it's awesome when I see parents allowing their children to be expressive, whether that's through clothes, whether that's the way they want to do their hair, whether it's the type of music they listen to, their hobbies and interests and things like that. I think that's really awesome when parents support their children's individuality. So this week, I actually shared a post. For those of you that are crazy TikTok fanatics, like so many of us are, then you have to know about Dakota. Dakota is a 5-year-old makeup artist, and she is amazingly, amazingly talented. And I love the way her dad encourages her and supports her in her creativity, and he shares her with the world. Like, I feel like she's my little niece, like her, especially her and her little sister Dylan, the Snack Bandit. Because if you don't know Dylan, then you guys, you just got to go find them because their videos are awesome. And so I actually shared a post that he posted of the different looks that Dakota has created, and he commented on the post. And so I reached out and I was like, hey, I would really love to have you as a guest on the show, you and your daughters. So hopefully they will be joining us a little later. That is the goal. And if you don't know who Dakota is, I'm just going to give you a little snippet right here because I think she's really awesome.
You're an artist. Yeah. Are you good at it?
The princess of makeup is here.
Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag, yeah.
That was just a little snippet. I know it wasn't a whole lot, but did y'all see the different styles and unique looks that she did? I think that's amazing that she's 5 and she's crazy, crazy talented. So you guys make sure that y'all stay tuned because I really think we're gonna have some great conversation with them when they join the show. So this week's topic, like I stated, is supportive parenting. Um, which is super, super important to me because I was raised by my grandparents and they pretty much gave me the freedom to explore whatever it is I wanted to explore. Like, I think I did a little bit of everything growing up. I did ballet, I did gymnastics, I did karate, I played basketball, um, I played volleyball, I did field events and track. I played musical instruments. So I was in choir. I did theater. I did all kinds of things. Growing up, just trying to find different passions and develop different skills. And even if I didn't stick with it, my grandparents were still very encouraging for me to try different things and see if I liked it, or, and they were supportive if I didn't like it, if I wanted to do something different. And it just really makes me sad when I see children's creativity stifled because it may not be what the parents are into, or parents may not understand, or different things like that. But I think it's important to develop individuality in our children when they're young, because I mean they're going to be their own person. And I just feel like we should allow them to, I mean, within reason, as long as there is, boundaries, and we make sure that, the children stay within those. I really feel like children should be able to express themselves. So, like, it's crazy to me. It's always been crazy to me. I wasn't, I wasn't a bad kid. Like, I wasn't a troublemaker or anything like that, but I definitely defied the rules all the time because I liked having colorful hair. I liked wearing colorful clothes. And so it was always interesting to me, like in school, when you couldn't have your hair a certain color because it was a distraction, or you couldn't wear this or you couldn't wear that. But I did anyway. I actually went to a private Christian school for a while. I think it was probably like 6 months, to be honest. It wasn't very long. And they had uniforms, dress code of what you were supposed to wear. And like, I didn't wear like too short clothes or revealing clothes or anything like that. But I did definitely wear colorful shirts over my uniform shirt. I definitely wore jeans. Like, I tried to stay within the guidelines, but I didn't like having to feel like someone was telling me who I was supposed to be or how I was supposed to look. So I think just because I grew up being able to express myself and openly articulate the things that I like, the things I don't like, I think it actually made me a better adult because I can better advocate for myself. I know a lot of times kids are taught, they're supposed to be seen and not heard, or whenever they're trying to voice their opinion or how they feel about things, they're told that they're disrespectful, or to stay in a child's place, or but the line that I heard the most was, "I'm the adult, you do what I say." And yeah, so me and my mom definitely bumped heads a lot when I was growing up, and she always took it as I was trying to talk back or be disrespectful, and I wasn't. I really wasn't. I was just advocating for myself, and I felt like my feelings were valid, and I wanted to be heard. And so let's just say a lot of times that led to a lot of ass whoopings. So it just, I don't know. And I'm still the same person. I am. I don't know if she realized all the whippings and the timeouts and the this and the that's that she gave me didn't work. I very much so have no problem voicing my opinion now. Like, I absolutely will tell you if it's something that I'm not with. But I'm typically a pretty go with the flow person, so it really has to be something extreme for me to be like, wait a minute, that ain't right. Um, but I think for me, growing up the way I grew up, I really hope that I'm able to give the same to my children. So I really hope that I'm able to give them space to come into themselves and explore the things that they like. I don't want to be the parent that puts stereotypical limits on things, like girls playing with dump trucks or boys playing with Barbie dolls, or whatever that is. I just want to create a peaceful space for them to grow. So I always find it really awesome when I run across different parenting styles. Let me say that, because not everyone parents the same. Obviously, not one parenting style is one size fit all. I actually follow a lady on TikTok, and I can't remember what her name is at the moment, but she does gentle parenting, and I find it interesting. And I saw a video where she said before that gentle parenting is probably the hardest parenting style for her, because it really tests her patience and how she responds to things. Because a lot of times, from what I see, obviously you guys know that I don't have any children yet, but from what I see, a lot of times parents get frustrated really easy. And so, instead of working through that frustration, it's go to your room, it's I'm taking this, it's a timeout this, it's just different things to make it less stressful for the parent. And sometimes the children get neglected in that. And so seeing people take the time to listen, and think before they react, not so quick to do physical punishment and things like that. I think that's really going to be beneficial in the long run, for the generations that are coming up, because I know a lot of folks in my generation probably got the skin tore off their ass, and that's just what that is. And you hear it all the time, like Generation X is out of control. They're this, they're that, but hopefully they are going to be the generation that really changes parenting styles when it comes to raising children, and learning to teach patience and kindness, because we know that when kids have hard times in homes, that tends to trickle over into school, and then they're bullying because they're probably being bullied or unheard, or whatever at home. So I really hope that more people become supportive in their parenting styles, and not just a convenient parent. And let me say, I'm not saying anyone who's a parent is bad, because I know parenting is hard. I know that. I mean, I grew up, so I know that. But I just hope that people really learn to lead with patience. Because patience is the key to a lot of things. It's easy to be frustrated and give up, and want to kind of push things to the side in the moment, because you really don't want to deal with them at the time. But patience is super important. I really feel like Um, since I grew up in a space where I felt like I was heard, especially by my grandparents. I think that really taught me how to be a better friend, be a better spouse, be a better sibling, be a better aunt. Um, it really taught me how to lead with my heart. Sometimes that's hard. Yeah, and I mean, it's hard when you have to parent, but you want to be a friend as well. So I know there's a line with that because sometimes you still have to, stand your boundaries and let them know, hey, like I'm still the parent in the situation. But I really think it's important to create an inclusive space where they feel free to express themselves because that's super important. Like if they're not feeling heard at home, imagine what they're going outside and doing or saying, or they're confiding in the wrong people. They're giving the wrong advice. They're trying the wrong things. I know for me, my grandparents definitely never had an issue with telling me things that they did in their past and kind of telling me how that affected them or like the decision they made, what they did for their lives. So I really appreciate my grandma because she's the only grandparent that I have left on my dad's side. But I really appreciate her. We made a pact when I was in like middle school, and we promised to never lie to each other, no matter what it is. So if bills wasn't getting paid, we talked about it. Not that I could pay them then, but just to give me understanding. If something was going wrong, like we talked about it, and that really it really helped my level of understanding. To things that maybe I wasn't privy to before. So I really like the idea of being able to sit and talk. And then sometimes it's hard when attitudes are high, emotions are high, and things like that. But finding a space where you can both feel safe and comfortable enough to just have a conversation when things are wrong, that's definitely a good thing. It's funny because I've been on this journey of healing from childhood trauma for quite some time. And my wife and I actually did marriage counseling, I want to say at the beginning of 2021. And we learned a lot of good communication skills that I guess neither one of us really we both needed to develop. Let me say that we thought we had good communication, but we learned that we had to communicate to a level of understanding for one another. So just because, for instance, my wife may have understood something or knew what she was feeling or what she was trying to convey, sometimes when she would try to communicate it with me, it would be lost in translation, or maybe I would miss something or I wasn't understanding. So really having to take a step back and be able to communicate and break it down to where we're both understanding each other to make sure that we are on the same page has definitely been very beneficial. And I think that that can definitely help a lot of um, kid parent relationships, if that makes sense. It's we can't assume that just because we understand it that someone has the same understanding, and sometimes we don't. Most of the times we don't, because no person thinks the same. So I know for me, a lot of the things that I did as a teen or as a young adult, just trying to figure out different things, trying different things. Some of the things I should not have done. I know that. Some of the things I shouldn't have done, but I wasn't able to articulate it, I guess, or find the understanding, or I was too worried about what my parents would think or say. My grandparents, not so much because we had a way different relationship. But my parents, I knew they were pretty not strict, but very particular on how I should be or how I should dress, how I should do my hair, how I should look, these kinds of things. And so it just kind of made me hard. It made it hard for me to want to be myself around them, which in turn ended up not being good. But as an adult, I am definitely more myself with them now than I ever was because there's only one me. And honestly, I can say since I have been able to just be myself with them, our relationships definitely have grown to a really great place. Once I was able to really express myself without having fear of being reprimanded or punished or whatever for saying how I feel. It definitely has changed how I communicate with my parents. I'm still respectful. I'm always respectful to my parents, but I definitely advocate for myself. So let's see. I don't have a commercial this week because it was supposed to be for Burns Barbecue. So we are definitely going to watch a previous commercial. So let's see what I got here. Welcome back. That's my little, tidbit for this week. As we know, voting is coming up in November. It is important to exercise your right to vote. It is important to use your voice. It doesn't matter who or what you're voting for, it just matters that you vote. So you deserve to advocate for yourself and you deserve to voice your opinion on things that matter and not let people make decisions for you. So, however that may look for you, whoever you may vote for, just vote. That's my TED Talk. So, I was hoping that our guest was going to join us this week, but I know it's kind of crazy with we're in different time zones and we are different and we're doing different things, juggling schedules and things like that. So if they don't jump on, maybe we'll have them on the next show because we're kind of fluid like that here. Oh, so that's all I really had. Oh, wait. For those of you that don't know, our house is a Virgo household, minus my cousin who's a Gemini, but we're not going to count her today. Cousin, I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, my birthday is coming up September 10th. And we are going to be co-hosting a networking event on September 11th in Dallas. It is from 1 to 10. That sounds like a long time, but there are two football games. I'm not really a football fan, but there are two football games that they will be showing during this time frame. So it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys after that. So there will be lots of networking opportunities at this event. There will be vendors, there will be food, there will be games. I will have cake. It is a free event. I believe Candace shared the flyer last week or maybe the week before last. I will make sure to share it again. Again, it is an absolutely free event. We just ask that you register at the link so we can make sure that we have everyone accounted for food wise. But definitely, if you're in Dallas on September 11th, come out and join us. Come out and sing me happy birthday. Come out and celebrate. Come out, meet new people. You never know who you may meet. You never know how your network may extend. So definitely come out and enjoy yourself. And also, let me see if I can find the flyer for this because I don't want to miss the information. Let's see. No, I just saw it earlier. So me see if I can find it. All right. So on Sunday, September 4th, there is a Hills on Twos and Threes bike night um, in Fort Worth from 4:30 to 8, and we will be there. Super excited. Love, love, love those ladies. All of them awesome. Love, love, love Breakaway. She's amazing. So definitely will be there in support. If you see us, come by. Definitely, if you are in Dallas on September 4th, make your way to Fort Worth and show these ladies some love. It's their first bike night, so I'm really excited to see what they put together. And yeah, I will also be sharing that flyer as well, just to support them. And let's see, what else do we have this week? We are hosting a fry party on Saturday, which means for a small donation of $15, you will get to be in an intimate setting with those of us who work Cosmic Snacks. We will be testing our entire menu. So that's from fried fish all the way down to crawfish mac and cheese. There'll be fried Oreos and a bunch of other things. Definitely are wanting different participants because we want to have reviews, and we are doing a mini photo shoot. So you get a chance to be a part of our marketing material. You get to eat some great food, be in great company. There will be a little flyer for that. It is limited space, so it's definitely going to be first come, first serve. But we are definitely looking forward to inviting people to really get to know us, really get to know the different things that we have on our menu, to get feedback from our customers, our customer base, who eat our food all the time. Um, so yeah, be on the lookout for that, because if you know what cosmic means, if you have any idea what cosmic means, this is an event that you want to be at. Just saying, there will be lots of yeah, you want to be there. So yeah, I don't really have much this week. I just super excited about our guest who may not be able to make it this show as previously requested or previously scheduled, which is fine. We will reschedule. Um, so yeah, yes, Kitty, RSVP. You at the top of the list. You have like, you're at the top of the list. I think you got the first invite, like honestly. So you better be there because you got the first invite. So you can't miss it because you already know how it goes down. So I'm excited, just to be able to create some different things and see how people like it, because we've added a lot of new things to our menu and a lot of it people don't know about yet. So if you come, you will get the most exclusive view into what our full menu is. We definitely will be doing more catering events on that aspect in the near future, as opposed to vending events so frequently. So definitely, definitely, definitely excited about all the new things that we have added since we have gone into partnership with Simply J's. Um, so be on the lookout and make sure that you $15 Cash App ready, because the spots are gonna go fast. I already know it. I already know it. I already know that people are going to, yeah, people are going to want to be a part of this. So, well, it feels so strange not having Taboo here, you guys. I always feel weird when I do shows by myself because I feel like I'm talking to myself. So I appreciate all of you who are being interactive with me in the comments tonight and keeping me going, because at some point I probably run out of things to say. Um, but yeah, um, you know what? She had a meeting, Kitty. She had Don't get me to lying. I don't really know what type of meeting it is, but it's some fancy, meeting for her job or something. I don't know. But I forgot that she had it actually because if she would have, I probably would have rescheduled the show because I know she really wanted to be here for our guests. But lucky for us, we can reschedule so she can. I know she's excited to get to meet them and everything. So we definitely will just have to get it rescheduled for a later date. But let's see what's coming up. Next week on our show, we will have some of our lovely friends from the Liberty Ride. I believe they will be riding the last leg of the ride this month to Washington. So they will be on next week before they leave for that leg. And I'm super excited to share with you all what the Liberty Ride actually is, and what the goal is, and who are the people behind it. So tune in next week to learn about that and learn how you possibly can be a part of the next one. I know that they are always looking for riders all across the United States to be a part of each leg, riding from one side of the country to the other. Um, so definitely tune in next week for that. That's going to be great. I have been working with them kind of behind the scenes for the past couple of months, as far as like the tech savvy stuff and helping them learn how to do different things when it comes to social media. They definitely have been really awesome with sharing the content and the things that we post to keep people informed and encouraged, because it's important to be encouraged these days. So I'm super appreciative of all the support that they have been giving the network, and I would love to extend that support in return. So I'm super excited that they are able to take time out of their ride to do a show with us. So I'm excited for that. Um, and let me see. I know there's some things that I was supposed to be saying this show, but I got thrown off when I realized I was going to be by myself. Um, hmm. Hmm. Oh, special shout out to Myron Cosmetics. Myron Cosmetics? I could be pronouncing that wrong. But when I reached out to Dakota's dad, um, again, Dakota is the 5-year-old makeup artist, genius. I reached out to her dad and asked what type of products she used when she does her different looks and things like that. And he told me that when it's not her own line, which I think is dope, that she has her own cosmetic line for special effects and stuff. She uses Miron. I think that's how it's pronounced. And so I reached out to Miron to partner with them to gift her a gift basket. And so she is going to get this lovely gift basket, and I know she's going to get it before we get to actually see her. So she'll hopefully when she comes on the show, she'll be able to tell us how she enjoys it. But special shout out to them for getting in touch with me so quickly. I know it was kind of last minute because this literally all happened in a matter of like 2 days. And they are putting together this really awesome gift basket for her, and they're going to get it sent to her. So I think that's really awesome. So shout out to you guys. You didn't say you wanted to be. You could have definitely been a special guest. You could have definitely been a special guest. So, well, you know what? You wouldn't have even been a guest. You would have been a show host. So I'm gonna keep that in mind next time, and I'm gonna hold you to it. Now, look, don't be telling me you'll be a host and then try to back out when I actually ask you if you'll be a host. So, that's really all I have this week, you guys. I have been working really diligently with Taboo. I'm gonna call her Taboo now because we're switching to motorcycling. I've been working really closely with her these last couple of weeks. As you guys know, she has stepped down as the chairperson for the Texas All Female Ride, and I have taken her place. And we are rebranding into a really awesome foundation that is geared towards women in the motorcycle community and being able to provide resources and funding and support for those ladies and those who are connected to them. So that means sisters, friends, brothers, uncles, cousins, aunties, grandparents, whoever. If you are connected to someone within the motorcycle community, we will have resources available to you when they are needed most. We I think the hardest part of rebranding has definitely been trying to keep the original dream of what Texas All Female Ride was based upon, and that was bringing riding and non-riding women together to support these different communities and to rally around different charitable causes. And as great as that was, that we were able to pour into the community in different cities across Texas, and when we went to St. Louis to do the Unity Ride, it's been really awesome being able to give back to different areas that are needing support. But our heart is really in supporting the motorcycle community and really being able to give back to our community. And so trans by changing into a foundation, we're expanding to all across the country. We will be a resource for everyone in the U.S. that's a part of the motorcycle community, because we really believe that bond that we want to create is important, and being able to support our own and being able to be an avenue for other people who may not be a part of the motorcycle community but that want to support, that's really important. So being able to set up different scholarships and different just different programs that we want to do, not just in Texas, but all across the United States. So I'm really looking forward to what we are going to do with this foundation and all of the lives that will be impacted by it. I really hope that we make a mark and really make a difference, because it seems like the motorcycle community is huge, but it's really not. It's really a small world, and so being able to be a major part of creating family, that's really important to us. So we will definitely be having like business grants. Um, we will be doing different women's retreats. We will have different events throughout the year. That may be riding events, may not be riding events. We may have galas where you pull out your Sunday's best and get jazzy and come, have a good time. So just be on the lookout for the information when we put it out. It definitely will be rolling out by the end of this week. So I'm giving you guys a sneak peek into what's going on. I'm really glad that we are pretty much at the end of the rebranding of this right before my birthday, because that's probably going to be what my birthday fundraiser is, kicking off the foundation. So I'm super excited about what's to come and about all of the women that I get to connect with. So yeah, that's really all I got this week. Make sure you tune in at 8:15. Them bros will be on right after me. So definitely don't go too far, because there's another show at 8:15. And if you didn't see them bros, they didn't have a show last week, unfortunately, but if you didn't see them the week before, they are definitely characters. They are hilarious. They are definitely themselves. And I know people are thinking, what in the hell? We love them. They are comedians. So definitely check them out if you need some entertainment before you go to bed. So they will be on shortly after me. But that's really all I got this week, you guys. So it's probably going to be, you know what, Kitty? It's really that's not a hard lesson to teach. So let's just say that that's not hard. Oh, yes. I remember you saying you were watching the bros last week. I'm usually on the producing side of the screen, so you guys don't see me during their show, but I'm usually cracking up because they are hilarious, and I love every time I get to work with them. They are genuinely great guys, and they are hilarious. I think I've said hilarious like 7 times. So hopefully you're picking up that they're hilarious. Definitely tune in at 8:15. Make sure you don't eat anything heavy before that. Don't drink too much because we don't need nothing coming out your nose or nothing. This is your only disclaimer. They're funny. They're definitely funny. So, with that being said, we will see you guys next week. I have no idea what the topic is, of course, because I'm fluid and I choose topics as they come. But yeah, so see you guys next week.